Hello Year 8 and parents of Year 8. We thought we'd do a video just to welcome you back and hopefully just to allay any fears that you might have about coming back to the building after this most recent lockdown. For those of you that don't know me parents-wise, my name is Mr. Nichols and I'm the new head of Year 8. I know I've communicated with quite a lot of you via email and telephone in recent weeks, but I'm really looking forward to getting the guys back into the building and hopefully this presentation will answer any questions that you might have. If you've got any further questions, please do feel free to contact me on year8@tratheris.net or inquiries@tratheris.net. Alternatively, speak to your form tutor and we'll do our best to answer any questions you might have. We're going to go through the points that you can see to the side of me here, and hopefully it will just give you a bit of a better understanding about how things are going to work when we come back. One of your main questions that you might have at the moment is probably to do with what the first day is going to be like and how it's going to work. So hopefully this will just help explain it a little bit. So those of you that get buses in, when you arrive, as soon as you arrive, you'll go to the hall, and then from the hall you'll be taken in for your lateral flow testing. All right. Now this is reliant obviously on us having consent for you to be tested. The lateral flow test itself is nothing to worry about. You swab the back of your throat, you swab up your nose, then you put it in a test tube and off you go. Job done. It's as simple as that. So that's those of you that are on buses. Those of you that do not come by bus, you'll be given a specific time to arrive where you too will have to go to the hall. And then from the hall, you'll be taken in for your testing. Once you've been tested, you'll go to the sports hall and then you'll wait in the sports hall until you get your negative result. Once you've had your negative result, which normally takes somewhere between 20, maybe 30 minutes, you'll then go to whatever lesson you're meant to be in then. Now, this does mean that there's going to be a little bit of disruption on the first day back with people arriving at lessons at different times, so on and so forth. But that's fine because we'll work that out and we'll make it work. Full details of when you will need to arrive will be provided to you in due course and will be explained clearly for you based on your form. A couple of other points to remember, whether or not you get a bus or come in other ways. Firstly, make sure you remember to bring your mask unless you're exempt, please. So don't forget masks. Those should be worn on the school buses, but also in all the public areas of the school. We do ask that students wear their masks. Don't forget that there's hand sanitizer outside every single classroom. So when you arrive at your lessons, your teacher should meet you at the lesson. You'll be able to sanitize your hands on the way in. And then lessons will generally be finishing about 5 minutes before its normal time so that you can use wipes, of which there's an abundance in all the classrooms as well, to wipe down the classrooms where you've been working. And then you'll be able to sanitize on the way out as well. Please remember the one-way system that we have in school. So remember the arrows that are on floors that will show you which way you should be walking, and please make sure you follow them. Obviously, coming up to the R corridor, we've got the upstairs and we've got the downstairs, and then we've got the arrows down there as well. Further details will be provided once you're in. Obviously, on that first day back, we're not going to have a chance for form time, but on the 15th of March, so Monday the 15th of March, we're going to have an extended form time where we'll do a proper welcome back assembly and we'll go through all the details of everything. One of the slight changes that has happened is some of the form rooms have changed. So it's important that you know where your form's going to be before you come back. Now, I know that we had some forms downstairs, but the only form that's going to be downstairs from now on is going to be SIR. SIR, you'll still be in B19 when you come back. So B19 will be in SIR. Everyone else, though, a couple of changes. So first things first, if we're up on the corridor here, R1, so R1 opposite the year office, my classroom, SAP is going to be in R1, so you'll be moving in there now. You're coming upstairs up to R1, SAP. ERA, you're going to be in R2, so the room next to me there. ERA, you'll be going in there. So that's a slight change from the usual rooms. Year office as usual, that's where I'll be most of the time. Obviously, Miss Thomas is going to be in there supporting me, so we'll be there to help you out once you're back in the building and make sure everything's going okay. KSB, you will still be in R5 on the R corridor as usual. JSS, you'll be in R6 as you were previously. ESH, you're going to be in R7 as usual. TAW, you will be in R8 as per usual. JLK in R9 as per usual. BMS in R11, again, as per usual. EJA, you're going to be in R12 as you were before. PPV in R13. and BJM in R15 as per usual. So the only real changes are going to be SAP coming up to R1 and ERA coming up to R2. All right, so that's the changes to form rooms that we've put in place. Now, you might still be wondering where you can get a little bit more support. So your first port of call will be your form tutor. Obviously, we're running form twice a week, and that's a great opportunity to ask any questions that you might have and speak to your form tutor. As well as that, obviously, myself and Miss Thomas are here to support you. I can be contacted on year8@tritheris.net or inquiries@tritheris.net. Then either myself, Miss Thomas, or your form tutor will get back to you and hopefully answer any questions that you've got. Ultimately, we want to make sure that you feel happy and supported coming back into the building. Once we're back into the building, obviously, hopefully things will resume some sense of normality. So you'll have your form time every day, where you'll be able to talk to your form tutor. I'll be in the year office. Miss Thomas is going to be helping me out in the year office. And obviously the pastoral hub will continue as well should you need any further support. You may remember that just before Christmas we gave you new timetables. So we've swapped with year 9. So this is going to be the first time that you go through this in the building, although I imagine you're pretty used to it because of doing it on Teams. What it means is that our break time is going to be from 10:30 until 10:50. So that's in the middle point of lesson 2. So you'll have half of lesson 2 before break, half of lesson 2 after break. The same thing's going to happen with lunchtime. So our lunchtime will be from 12:50 till 1:30. So you'll have half of period 4 before lunch and half of period 4 after lunch. If you're not sure on where you need to be and when, do please make sure you check your timetable on class charts, because do remember that you're going to be moving around the building when we come back, which is slightly different to what it was like before Christmas when you were in the same room.
Now, you guys know what a stickler I am for uniform and for behaviour, and nothing's going to change here, I'm afraid, and I make no apologies for that. So when we come back, it'd be great to see everybody in correct uniform, please. Now, that does include Tritheris PE kit on PE days, so if you've got PE that day, make sure you come in your full Tritheris PE kit, including your Tritheris hoodie. On normal uniform days, make sure you're in your correct uniform. Make sure, please, you think about being NT ready. So I want to make sure everybody has pens and everything like that. Obviously, we have got spare pens in the year office if you need some, but try and remember to bring your own. And I know that I don't need to remind you guys around behaviour, because I know that you guys are ace, but let's show off how amazing we all are, please. So make sure uniform is correct, we're NT ready, and our behaviour is spot on. Just as a quick side note to any parents, if you're facing any difficulties with obtaining any PE kit or any uniform, then please do get in touch with us here at the school and we'll see what we can do to support. The best thing to do is contact main reception on 01637 872 080 and we'll see what we're able to do to support.
One question that I've been asked a few times already by a lot of students and by some parents is about catching up. Now, I don't want you to worry about catching up. I don't want that to be at the forefront of your mind, because ultimately we're going to make sure it's okay. We're going to make sure that everything's fine. So please don't stress. Please don't think, oh, I've missed that lesson or I've missed that work. That is what we're here to do. And we will make sure that once you're back in the building, everything's going to be all right. So no stressing about catching up, all right?
Just a summary then of key points. So on day 1, arrive at your allotted time slot and go to the hall. You'll be told where to go and at what time. Lateral flow testing will be done in form groups. We then go to the sports hall to await results and then straight to lessons. Please remember that masks are to be worn and hands are to be sanitised. Make sure you're aware of where your form room is if it's changed. Make sure you're clear on your timetable, so check that on class charts. And don't forget, please, that on the 15th of March, we have an extended form time.
I know that you're probably going to have more questions. I know that you're still going to be uncertain about how it's going to all work. And trust me, we're all very much in the same boat with this. We're all kind of finding our way through. But rest assured, Year 8, that we are here to support you. We're here to help you. So if you've got any questions or concerns, ask your form tutor during form time. Alternatively, you can come and have a chat with myself. You can come and have a chat with Miss Thomas, who'll be in the year office, and we'll be here to help you and support you. So if you've got any worries or any concerns, talk about them during form time. Come and find us, but know that we're here to help you and we will do everything that we can to support you. We'll see you soon.